Someone cut the log, but I don't think it's wide enough for us. That sucks. Watch my camera on the right.
Yep.
Dang it, we're right there too.
That log wimpy enough where it would just...
I don't know. Here's the problem. I can't like set the trolling motor down. Oh, right there, Jim. There we go, hooked into him. He came back for it. Had a little lay down here, and Jim and I were laughing because this guy came up and just missed my swim jig coming across the top of it. And he came back and hit it a second time. Some real bassy looking water. Jim and I decided to give Indiana some love today. We haven't been over here in Indiana in quite some time. Gonna go hit a couple small lakes today and see how that works out for us. It's been a long time since we've been here, and I think we're gonna try to get a few more Indiana videos up this year. So let's see how it goes out here on Indiana, and we're gonna do some fishing here and in this beautiful looking water. It's gonna be a good day.
Fish on! Another peanut. But he hit the bigger bladed spinnerbait. No, upsizing a little bit. We're seeing schools. We are seeing schools of fish, a little bit bigger, still not too much of a quality fish, but we're seeing small schools busting bait fish, trying a variety of different lures, seeing what they'll eat. This one upsizing a little bit. There's still a lot bigger fish in this lake, but we're still working on them. Schooling bass, we're figuring out how to target the big ones.
We hooked into another one on the belly weight. See if we can get them out of the lilies. Far cry from that last big one we had, but been working this belly weighted swim bait over. Got like these little lily pads or stalks are coming up, and I'm working it. It's thicker than pea soup up there, but I'm getting that bait to come through those pads. As soon as it gets out, that's where these bass are hitting it. And I think I'm gonna work that pattern over here. Jim and I are trying to find a pattern for these bigger fish. We've been catching a lot, I mean a lot of small little ones, and hooked up into a few keepers now, and I think we got a pattern to catch the bigger fish, so we're going to focus on that and hopefully put a few more of those big ones in the boat. I don't know, Bubba. I'm just
How far of a run is it?
Oh, it's short. I'm just looking at the water level.
Can you hold your trolling motor up and go?
That I don't know. It's not the lightest of trolling motors. No, that might not be an option.
You want something to put under it. Go with Kevin's water bottle maneuver. Clear water, it's kind of distorting this
Later, if nothing else. I'm all for giving it a shot. If we get stuck, it's going to be
no, it's going to be a combo of you slipping your shoes off. You might have this, dude. Do you want something, a clamp or something to put under it?
just have there goes a bass right there. Just have like the dip net ready, something to push us off from a side. Keep an eye on that camera. Dude, there are so many bass and fish in here in front of me, it's crazy. I'm going underneath a bunch of trees now, so I don't know how low those cameras are, but I gotta keep my head up because I'm trying to hold this trolling motor up at the same time. I've never seen this opened up like this. There's tons of bass in here, swimming around. Tons, yes. Nothing big yet, but lots of them. I fished back here one time in my life. My dad and I pushed my old tracker through. Oh shoot, that's what I said, watch the camera. Let me know if I'm gonna hit. I can't, look. I'm trying to stay in the middle where it's somewhat deeper. Gosh, there's so many minnows and so many bass back here, it's nuts. This last part might be the only one that would hang us up. We'll find out. There's a log that goes all the way across up here, and I'm not liking the look of it. Oh, there one of the big fish right there took off. That fish made a wake. I don't know, Bubba, we might not be able to make it through this next one. Someone cut the log, but I don't think it's wide enough for us. That sucks. Watch my camera on the right.
Yep.
Dang it, we're right there too.
Is that log wimpy enough where it'll just
I don't know.
go over it or no?
Here's the problem. I can't like set the trolling motor down. Ah, dang it. I can't.
No, see that's the base of a tree, isn't it?
I can't tell if it's hooked here or what. I think that might be all part of it. We might be screwed, and right there's the opening. We ain't gonna make it. Watch your rods. Ah, oh, dude, it's right there. It's right there on the other side of the trees. Dang it.
My thought is, though, if
it's all part of that big one, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or is it not?
That's the kicker.
Man.
Can you sneak forward and I'll push it down with the landing?
Oh, here, we're stuck on my trolling motor right now. Yes, that's the problem.
Yeah, I think, is that connected?
Just, let's see what happens here if we float in a little bit. It doesn't look like it's connected to nothing.
That's what I'm thinking. If it isn't, could we just slide it, or just will you go over it? If I can just get the net on it to give it a little push.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, watch the cameras. You get on that. Watch my rods. Please don't break another rod.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah, let's go for it.
It's completely loose.
Yeah, let's go for it. Watch that log and everything else. Oh, we got a big log there. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Just watch yourself, watch yourself. Right here, right here. We're gonna get hung up. There's two big logs right here, underwater. I'm stuck on one.
Let me get off the bow.
We're hung on the back. That thing's gotta be moved.
What are we hooked on, you think?
Well, there's a big giant log here for one thing.
The current is moving you.
I know, but I'm just worried about that big log being able to get around it here. Or a boat's gonna get stuck on it. I don't want to break my transducer off. I gotta get back in the main current.
You got it, dude. Look at that. That's funny.
Be even cooler if we catch some bass back here. I've been back here one other time, and it was the same kind of battle. My dad and I used a push pole with my old tracker. It was so hard to get back here. But I think we're through the worst of it right now. We should be good. Yeah, my dad and I, we caught quite a few in here. There we go, hooked into a decent one here. Jim and I just did a heck of an adventure to get back here. Probably see that in some of the footage. And there's our first fish from out of here. But I fished back here once in my life, a long time ago, push pole, trying to get back in here. And hopefully we're gonna hook a big one. Hopefully it pays off for us, because it was quite the battle to get around logs, pushing logs and everything else. And it took a combo of both of us and some skinny water to get back in this little back bay. So let's see if this little gem holds some good fish for us. I got one of those tied on too. I ain't used it yet today. There we go. Looked a little better fish this time. Oh, that's that was 4+ pounds there. That was a 4+ pounder. Had him on the belly weight, and he just came unbuttoned. He was all the way in these reeds real tight, and hopefully we got that on film. But he came out of the water. That's one of the better fish you're going to see out of this lake. Maybe we'll get another one.
Come right back to the shore again another time.
It went super, yes.
Working with some different baits.
Fish on. Rick's been popping some fish on, getting a frog bite, and I'm about ready to tie one on. Threw a jig up shallow, stuck one, nothing huge. This lake holds some good fish, so we're gonna keep working with a variety of baits, see if we can get a pattern together.
There we go, hooked into another one here on a topwater popper. Had so many bites on topwater today, and them just not hooking up. And this guy, he got the hooks in him. Jim and I were just discussing, we came out of a really flat area. They had no ripple on the water. It's like we need that little extra ripple to trigger these bass to come up and feed, and they seem to be top feeders today. We're not getting a lot down below, just a couple. So we're gonna work this top down on this side and see if we can hook into a few more. All right. Got a bunch of confidence baits sitting here now, except for this one that you talked me into tying on. So it's the only one I've never had a bite on yet, so sure would be nice to get a bite. I am going to spin us around. Look at here. Yes. Jim talks me into putting on a different topwater. Come up short on topwater all day, and this is a little Z-Man one I've never gotten a bite on, and that trailer hook got that little guy. Look at that. Ooh, don't you do that, buddy. Yep, so this is like, gosh, I don't even know what this is. I'll put it down in the description below of what this lure is. It's made by Z-Man. Sort of odd. It's got like a little paddle tail on the end. It's like a buzz bait. It's got a really odd wiggle in the water. It's pretty cool. But finally hooked up on one of these topwater fish. These things just keep coming unbuttoned, and a lot of times they're not even setting a hook on them, and they're just coming off. Not even getting that whole bait in their mouth. So hopefully we'll find some more things that they'll eat.
Big one.
Never even hit it.
Good one though. I can tell by that splash.
I think topwater is going to be my best shot at a bigger fish. There we go. Hooked into another one here. Just shows you they don't want that frog right now. They've switched over to this popper, and thank God I had this popper on today, because he's hooked into a few when they actually get it. This guy got it. Look at here. So what we got here, I just hooked into this guy, and see if you can see this. Somebody has hooked this guy before, and their hook and fishing line is still hanging out of his mouth. So he broke somebody off, probably with a little worm and a bobber, and that was stuck in him. So by biting our topwater, that guy lucked out there. He got one less hook stuck in him. So we're gonna stick with that topwater, keep working down this bank, and see if we can keep popping a few more.
Pretty much no depth. It doesn't even matter as long as I'm not beaching ourselves, you know. I remember in front of this paddleboat, I thought that was the only place.
There we go, fish on.
There we go.
Isn't that comical? Throwing frogs, swim baits. I mean, fish always hit swim baits, but not today. So Rick's been banging them on a popper. So I finally break down, all right, I'll take give me something cheapy. He gives me a popper, and we stick a decent fish with it on my second cast. So should have asked for this darn lure about an hour ago. There you go.
Sure don't seem like they want to hit it. Dang, I had one too. Did the same thing to me out here, Jim. Oh, that's a good one. This one I'll need a net, Jim. I've seen that one. This is a big one. Let's see when we baby this guy in. Boy, we watched this guy. He swung at it, missed it the first time, and the second time he got it. He's a good one. Really, really good fish.
Middle of this flat.
Look at this. Going over this side. It might not even be a bass, dude. I don't know.
Dogfish.
No, it's big. Whatever it was. I mean, it was monstrous when it come out of the water. What is that? Oh, that's not a bass. It's a muskie? Pike. Big old pike. Dang it.
We're gonna net him anyway, eh?
Oh, God, yes. I don't want to lose my lure. Can you get him in there? Oh, dude. Oh, hold on. Don't lose my lure. Hold on. I need some help with pliers. Thank you, sir. Finally got a massive blow up, hoping it was a big giant bass, and ends up being a big old northern pike. Fun blow up, fun fight, heck of a net job by Jim there. We were able to get him in here. So, fun times. Wanted to throw both of these through these areas just to see. I mean, you think about the blow up you even had over here. That fish is still here, you know? You throw the right thing in the right place. There we go. Right thing in the right place. No, white jerkbait, silent jerkbait, went something a little bit different. And not a bad fish. Nice jump in the air for us. Switching it up has been mainly a topwater bite today. And this is not the one that blew up on Jim's topwater earlier, but it's definitely not a bad fish. It's been a topwater and very little else. I threw a couple different, I threw like a little rubber jerkbait and a couple other things. So I had a Megabass Vision 110 on in more of a traditional color that I use, like a AU and some of the other colors. Tried that little rubber jerkbait and I switched it up to a all like white bone color and a silent, no rattle in that jerkbait, and got a hit right off the bat with that. So we're gonna give it a few more casts and see if that's the ticket. The guy wants that. This lake's got a heavy shad population, the one we're on, and white is always a very good color to choose. That's the part I love about fishing. right there. You know, just tinkering around, messing around with some different things, and then when you pick something up because you have an idea, and then you actually catch something on it because of a thought process, you know?
Love it when a plan comes together.
And that's basically what it boils down to. Yeah, I say give the top water just a little bit of a, oh, the fish number 2. 2 casts with this white jerkbait and they are tearing it up. It's all sometimes just finding that lure that the fish want. Jim and I know we got a lot of fish stacked here, just some top water hits we've had. And it's just a matter of getting them, finding that right bait to get them to trigger the hit. And this guy's got all the hooks in his mouth. He wasn't coming undone. So we're gonna keep working that white jerkbait over. We finally found something else that they like to eat. There's a boat ready to launch.
Quite logical.
Oh, there's one. There's one. He hit it hard. Nice. Another one on that jerkbait. Just slow pausing that jerkbait, changed the color up, went to a silent one. All the difference in the world. It amazes Jim and I every time we come out and we find a lure or two that they hit, and you throw everything else and they won't touch it. And they just get keyed in on certain lures at certain times. And today was one of those days. Fun time out here on a couple of Indiana lakes. Jim and I got our yearly license, so we're going to be hitting these lakes a little bit more this year. And I hope you guys enjoyed the day out here fishing with us. It's fun adventures every time we go. And until next time, we'll see you on R&J Bass Fishing. Please subscribe, and you guys have a blessed day on the water.